The car is a 1970 Rolls Royce long wheelbase Silver Shadow. The job is to respect the car inside and out and convert it to all Tesla systems. A lot of people might think, well, you just take the Rolls Royce and put it on a Tesla chassis, right? And it's not that easy. The donor car in this case is a brand new Tesla Model S.
To my knowledge, this is the most integrated Tesla restomod that I've seen. So when we started this project, no one had ever done such a deep Tesla swap. And I think at this point, I'm not sure anyone has done it yet. So going into it, we really didn't know if we could do how many of these systems we could make work. The customer wanted to retain the original look and feel of the car. And so it's what we would call a sleeper restomod.
This car was originally purchased by ABC Studios and given to Johnny Cash as a gift for getting high ratings on his show. They had put his initials in gold leaf on the back doors, so it's unique, it's special, and those are still there today, even though some of the other gold trim has worn off.
Some of the most interesting challenges were to make it so that you would get into this car, and unlike a Tesla, you would put in the key and you would start the car, and you would use the original shifter to put it into drive, and all the gauges are the original Rolls gauges. So the battery state of charge is on the fuel gauge, and the speedometer is running off of a motor that's driven from the digital signals from the Tesla. That was important, but then there were safety issues to deal with, such as the warning lights, which of course an old car doesn't have the same ones. So we made a little discrete OLED display that shows various faults or systems, whether you're charging, whether it's waiting for the key. And we put that in the wooden dashboard right where there used to be a large orange warning light.
This is an extremely laborious process when you have to design and hand make almost all of the fixtures and brackets and things that you need to mount. We have everything from 3D printed parts to welded up parts to other custom parts that all bring it all together.
Mounting the motor where the differential went, integrating the steering rack into where it doesn't fit. This car's 10 inches narrower than the Tesla is, so the rack didn't want to fit. Half shafts had to be shortened. We had double the horsepower to deal with and not rip out the bodywork of the rear end. Had to get the stability control to work. The Tesla has 20-inch wheels and has these huge brake calipers. We had to keep the stock look and use the stock hubcaps, and in doing so, we were limited on wheel size. So we had to go back through and analyze the braking system and figure out, okay, what can I fit and what calipers, and keep the balance front to rear similar, so we had a chance with the stability control to work in the future.
So in order to keep the Tesla systems happy and working as a system, we wanted to keep the instrument cluster and the large center screen that comes on a Tesla. But we didn't want to put these in the car where they would disturb the look. So we made custom mounts and redid the whole trunk to hide them in the trunk.
We have the car in 3D CAD. So we measured a lot of stuff digitally with precision equipment.
And it really wasn't until the end that some of the key systems like the stability control were tested. And so it's been a very exciting project. It's been interesting. You know, it's that old saying, if you knew what you were doing, you'd be bored.
The post-conversion drive surprised me because I didn't expect it to get better. And what I really noticed is that there's no shifting. I mean, first off, there's no noise, there's no engine vibration. Rolls-Royce does a really good job of isolating that anyway, but now it's perfectly silent, and you can hear a pebble being picked up by the tire. The Rolls-Royce normally isn't a high acceleration machine, it's designed to be smooth, but with the Tesla drive unit, it's smoother because we don't have the shifting now, and it's roughly double the horsepower.
I was very pleasantly surprised how it turned out. We had backup plans in case we couldn't get all the systems to cooperate well. But the result is smooth and fast, and it's just a joy to drive, and everything works.
From an overall systems and stuff like that, I've never touched anything that's this complex, and all the interactions into it. Without the team, I wouldn't have been able to pull that off on my own. No way.
So the future of this car is that we're aware of is it's going to its owner. I understand that they don't intend to show it, so it may not be a big public reveal or anything like that. They just want to enjoy it and drive it, and they're a fan of Johnny Cash. He loved this car, he drove this car a lot, and I think he'd really like our approach to this project if you're here today. Yeah, it was run down, needed engine work, needed brake work, and now it's still the classic car that he drove, but it's more reliable, takes off faster, stops faster, and we build it one piece at a time.